friends, welcome back to my channel. Coming to you today with another fall decor idea. This is not an original idea, but I did see it at Valentine's Day and thought I would put a little fall spin on it. Now I'm sure everybody has seen the farmhouse beads in the farmhouse decor. It is just wooden beads that are strung with jute twine. You just drape them over a stack of books or around a vase or something like that. Some of them are shorter with jute tassels, and the one I saw at Valentine's Day had a little heart ornament attached to the end of it, and it was so cute at Valentine's Day. And I don't know if it was made out of wood or if it was clay or exactly what it was, but I thought today I'm going to make a leaf ornament and create some fall farmhouse beads. Now the beads I happen to have are a size bigger than you typically use, but you know, it's all about use what you got, and I think I'll get the same effect. They're just bigger beads, but you normally use like a 1/2 inch to a 3/4 inch, but any wooden bead will work. To create my leaf ornament, I'm just going to use the old school salt dough recipe. You can't go wrong with that. It makes a great little sturdy shape of whatever you're wanting to make. It is flour and salt and water. That's 3 ingredients. That's all it takes, and everybody has that in their pantry. I will put the recipe down below. So I'm going to mix up the 3 ingredients really good in this bowl, and then I'll be ready to create my leaf. 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of salt, and 1/4 cup of water. I'm going to stir it up really good, and then I'll eventually just get my hands in there and start kneading it. All right, those 3 ingredients yielded me maybe just a little smaller than a baseball amount, and it will be plenty to make 3 or 4 leaf cutouts. Just kneaded it just about a dozen times. I'm going to flatten it out just like cookie dough and try to get it as smooth as I can. I'll get a rolling pin, and then I'm going to cut out a few leaf shapes. You treat the salt dough just like you would cookie dough. Just take your spatula and kind of gradually lift the cookie off the counter just so that you don't distort the shape. You may have to tweak it a little bit once you get it to the cookie sheet, but you put it on a piece of parchment paper. Okay, I've got my shapes on my cookie sheet now. It was kind of hard doing it one-handed. Now you can take any kind of little stick or anything you have. I find it easier just to use a straw and kind of twist it, and that will make the perfect little hole. All right, I'm going to put it in a 200-degree oven for 2 hours. Cook it low and slow, and they will be brick hard when I take them out. Now, before I actually put them in the oven, I've just got a little pin here. You could use a little anything pointy that you have. I'm going to try to put a little detail in my leaves, just some little lines like that. But I'm going to do them just a little harder. I love the shape of this leaf. While my leaves are baking, I went ahead and strung my beads. That's pretty simple enough. My beads were actually just wooden balls, and I had to go drill the holes in mine. So hopefully yours will be just regular beads. So the other tip is, after you get your beads strung and you tie a knot in the end, be sure and leave yourself some string so that you can attach whatever you're going to put at the end. But also give your beads a little space. Give them a little movement, because if you don't, if there's just bead touching bead, it's going to be really stiff, and they're not going to want to drape and look pretty when you put it on something. It is the next morning, and I decided to go ahead and let my leaves sit out overnight after I had baked them 2 hours. My leaves were a little thicker than I should have made them, and so I wanted to make sure they were completely dry before I decorated them. Just make sure if you roll yours out, make them about 1/4 inch, and then the oven should dry yours completely. But now mine are completely dry and definitely hard enough to decorate. I've decided I'm not going to use craft paint. I just went and pulled some of my fall color ink pads and some of my ink dots and things that I had, and I'm going to ink them. I think I like that look better than just trying to paint acrylic paint on them. Colors will blend a little better. Start with the leaf all yellow and then try to blend in. You know how some fall leaves are multicolored. I'll give you a little close-up of the leaves. Love how they've turned out. The last thing I want to spray on them, some green and some gold shimmer mist, and I think that'll just give them the little pop of something they need, because they're kind of flat and matte right now. It's dry, but I'm so glad I decided to use my ink pads instead of paint. It almost gives it an airbrushed look. Just love how they turned out, especially this one. But here's the acorn. I'm going to let them dry a few more minutes, and I'll tie them on my beads, and I'll style them somewhere so you can see what they look like. Here's an easy little idea that you could put on your bathroom vanity. You could stick on any little shelf, any little spot you could find in the house. I just have a stack of books here. I put a little doily on top, and the little white picture, I just stuck a couple bunches of Dollar Tree flowers in there and then draped the beads around the base of the picture. And I just love the way the leaves are draped like that. And now I'll show you the second one. All right, we're here in my entry hall, and this is a milk can that I did on my channel a couple years ago, and I've had it here right at my front door in the entry hall. I've got just some long stems of eucalyptus and a Dollar Tree sign stuck in there, but here the beads are just wrapped around the neck of one of those moonshine jugs or whatever they're called. Love the look of that, just having the leaves dangle like that. So those are just a couple quick and easy ideas of how I'm going to use mine. So I hope you enjoyed this little project, creating fall farmhouse beads. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.